what does it really mean to have a connected environment? So, this is something I've always struggled with and really focused on in my career. And part of it is what I've seen throughout my career is many silos, very disconnected, and not really one strategy. And so I used to always joke with a coworker of mine and say, well, the hip bone's connected to the thigh bone, meaning this is not independent. We can't walk without these connections of our bones in our body. And these intricate connections create our ability to function as a human being. And it's true with business. And so, what I've always struggled with is when leaders from various groups will have a vision about how they're going to execute, but that vision isn't connected to the other leaders. And it always confused me, and I scratch my head is, don't you guys talk to each other? Aren't you clear on how growth is going to happen? So I'll give you a good example. The marketing department builds a funnel, and those funnels become leads, whether it's from trade shows or internet ads or potentially a webinar. And those leads filter down and they score them and they make them into sales ready leads. The sales team then takes those leads, calls them down, or a BDR group will call down on them. And then those leads hopefully become sales, which become customers. At times, not only are those processes not connected, but the technology underlying is not connected. And the marketing leader will go talk to a company about technology, and sales will talk to a company about technology. When the reality is, all that data is really customer data. And that customer data is telling a story of not only your customers and your prospects and what they can do with your product, but it's also telling you the story of your company. So, how your company is performing, behaving. And when you don't have harness around that data, if you can't tell that story succinctly, then you get a problem because you don't really know where your blind spots are. And so, a connected environment to me is that all these teams understand their role in the ecosystem, but how that role is connected to the other team. But more importantly, how that technology is connected. And what is important for the marketing leaders to know, and the sales leaders to know, and the renewal leaders to know, and the customer success leaders to know is that they all need to know that story. So, what does our customers think of our product? How are they reacting to our marketing messages? How are they reacting to our product itself as a customer and from a support perspective or customer success perspective? And how is that informing marketing of how they may change that messaging or how sales may sell? So I just want to throw out there that departments are individually responsible for making goals and objectives and reaching those goals and objectives, but you can't do it in a silo. And I propose you continue to break those silos in order to look at the bigger picture and drive better results in a strategic way versus a tactical way. Thanks.